So most Shiba Inu holders have this long-term mindset, this resilience, and this is why SHIB has been very rewarding to many people. But I still see some people that are getting upset, oh, why haven't we made our break yet? Why hasn't SHIB, the top, blown quite yet? And be patient. It is coming, all right? The signs are in fact here. And in fact, we may be waiting just for this one thing to happen for SHIB to start taking this next leg. And I want to show you guys exactly this. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Now, first of all, Shiba Inu did actually have a couple breakouts yesterday. All right. We actually surged all the way up to 4026. Actually, it was 4026143 in case anybody's wondering. We had a second breach of our trend yesterday as we got kind of into the early afternoon. And then it's been kind of all floating around the downside of this trend, the bottom side of this trend, okay? And Shiba Inu did come down to this 200-hour moving average. It's not surprising at all. But what you need to know is SHIB is still very much on the bullish side. We're still playing into this big bullish pennant. We're still above all our moving averages. So things are actually looking really good when it comes to SHIB right now, even if you don't think so. All right. I did see some people say, oh yeah, SHIB's back in a downtrend. No, it's not. In fact, this bullish pennant right now, at least the one that I have drawn out, shows that this formation should break by Saturday. If you draw this out a couple different ways, some of these show actually a Friday break, some of these show a Thursday break. So sometime over the next 3 days is when Shiba Inu should in fact break out one way or the other. Okay. It could be a downside move, depending on what the market's doing. It could be an upside move. Okay. That's what you need to know. All right. Now, that being said, the signs have been positive for Shiba Inu. It's showing more signs of wanting to break out to the upside than it is to break to the downside. In fact, right now, the biggest thing we're probably waiting for is Ethereum. All right. If you guys look at these charts side by side, they look eerily similar. And this is where SHIB differs from a lot of other assets at the top here. Obviously, we've talked about, XRP doing quite well. We've talked about obviously ADA having its breakout in the last 24 hours. And many of these other assets have done quite well, frankly. And it's because SHIB has a very large pairing with Ethereum. So Ethereum tends to drag around Shiba Inu and it tends to follow it very closely, especially at times where there's not an insane amount of activity or things are kind of cooling down, and activity has cooled down to a little bit or to a little extent, right? When we look at Shiba Inu, about $1.5 billion in daily trading volume. That's kind of good. SHIB is actually nestling in that range. That's a very comfortable spot for SHIB. But what you need to know is Ethereum's waiting to make its move. Okay. The good thing is that BTC has made its move. It's set a new all-time high. In fact, this morning it set a new one. And what this means is that there is going to be a point here very shortly where Ethereum starts to make its move too. BTC, then Ethereum, then alts around the space. Okay. So that trickle can happen very quickly. Now, I pointed out a couple things, guys. We are starting to see some of that outside capital flow into the space. I talk about this either I think it's in my later ADA video that's coming today, but we're starting to see some of that outside capital trickle in. And this is where SHIB tends to do quite well. So I have to really stress patience, patience, patience. And if I saw somebody say, fundamentals are so good, why does it feel like there's manipulation? And I wouldn't necessarily say there's manipulation. Yes, there is some trading that's going on with SHIB and other assets right now, but this is a normal formation. This is how things always play out before we make our next big move in the market. Okay. Now, what's very positive for the market, another big day in terms of institutional money, $813 million worth of BTC added. So you're seeing a lot of push, a lot of resilience from assets right now. Again, when you look at this SHIB chart, guys, we're just trading sideways. That's okay. All right. Sideways action is okay. Consolidation is okay, especially when you're leading up to one of the biggest adoption times in crypto, and that's alt season. All right. Again, if you guys are curious about checking out Margex, there's a referral link in the description below. Again, my big long is up 543%. My one that I opened up more recently, that's down 7%. In fact, yesterday it's kind of fluctuated, right? As we're waiting to make this move. So this is the big time that you really need to be ready. You need to be patient. You need to let things play out. And I want to point out the fact that right now, in terms of memes, there's not a whole lot of excitement. Okay. Look at the last 24 hours across the space. SHIB down 2%, WIF down 2.66, Folky down 1.8, right? There's not a whole lot going on here right now. It's because the market is trying to find direction. It's trying to figure out, are we going to keep going up? Are we going to cool down and pull back? That's kind of where we're at. The good news is that the push is strong. There's a lot of strength in the market right now, and hopefully this is something that continues. Hopefully we don't get into any short liquidations, long liquidations or anything like that. But patience. It's all coming together. It's all happening at just the right time. And luckily you are here, frankly, in the best time in crypto. So appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.